All right. Hello, everybody. Thanks for taking time out of your day coming to the live stream with me and TN Aqua over here.
Hey guys.
We're going to talk a little bit about substrate. It's something that a lot of people have talked about, but I figured, what the heck, let's talk about it because me and him know a little bit about it. I'm going to have to fix that. So, sorry. So, uh, just lost my train of thought. Right. So, everybody, there's a lot of videos out there on it. I just wanted to touch base on it and figure out what, a lot of other people do. So we'll just touch base on a little bit. I know me personally, I use a lot of rock. I use, and then I started to cap my rock off with sand just to see how that's going to work out. And
hmm
actually, it's doing pretty good. I'm going to have to do a video on how well the plants are doing. So that's what I use. What do you use?
Well, I currently have three tanks that has the sea chem fluorite, I want to say, but I'm planning on switching a couple of my tanks up to the eco complete because I've been seeing more and more of that, and I just really like the looks of it. I mean, and it seems to me that you don't even have to wash it, just to put it in your tank. Because I think I watched Detroit Shrimps and Aquatics. I think one day he was putting some in his tank. I want to say, and yeah, I mean it got a tad bit, like foggy, but it wasn't nothing like major. And he put his right in his tank with all of the fish in there. So I
Right.
mean, and it also seems to do good with shrimp or the plants.
Yeah, I
Like
know a
that.
lot of people use that, especially when they're doing like the plant stuff. They're uh they're doing it. So there's some people that came in, so we'll say hi to them. Zen Ginger, how you doing? Priscilla's here, S is here, and Patty's here. Thank you guys for coming, and
Yes,
everybody
thank
else
you
that
very
didn't.
much, guys.
Thanks for coming. Uh,
Hope you all
yeah,
having a good night.
that C chem stuff. I know a lot of people do use that for like shrimp, and they definitely use that in planting tanks. I know there was one person that I watched. They said that they've had it in there for like 5 or 6 years, and it's still going strong.
Um, well, I know that who was I talking to about it? But see, the Eco Complete is is really the cheapest, I guess, as far as like getting into like the like the ADA soils and stuff like that. As far as that category, from what I can tell. Like I said, I don't have any of it yet, so therefore I can't really give no advice on it. But what I can say is that I know a lot of really really good people who has a lot of um, knowledge, so to speak, about it, and they all talk highly of it. So I figured, hey, I'll give it a try, and I've seen it before. It don't seem to be all that pricey. But as far as that CChem stuff, the CChem fluorite, see, like it comes in like a sand, and it comes in like a clay base, and I like it. But the only problem is you got to wash the heck out of it. Like, I had to spend at least 20 minutes washing each bag of stuff before I put it in my tank. And even then, it still made my tank kind of nasty looking. So,
Yeah,
but other than that, all my plants do well, but well, they
that's
did.
good.
I'm starting to have like a little bit of issues with some of my plants, not getting nutrients, but but to be honest with you, huh?
Priscilla says the Eco Complete is pretty good stuff for the Neos.
Yeah,
So,
which reminds me, that's who was the one that
mhm.
was telling me about to use the Eco Complete, and I will definitely try that. Hey, Bob Kaler, Amy, Anthony,
Yeah, hi, Bob.
Priscilla.
Thanks for showing up. There's one thing I would like to try just to see what it does, and that's what Father Fish does with his dirty tanks. He adds stuff in it and stuff like that, but I just don't have the time to, to. It seems like it'd be a project to set a tank up like that. I don't know if you ever saw that video.
Yeah, I've seen it, and to be honest with you, I've got a couple of advices from people on it. It's got more experience on it. Now that seems, now once again, I'm not an expert. I've never done it, but from what I heard is that like it's not as easy as a new person might think who's never done it, because and from what I understand and been told about it, that like that like if a person is new to it, they're going to have a hard time of like trying to deal with the high nitrates and all the um other problems that can go along with it, like having like your high ammonia burst and everything. Because, I just think that there's a lot that can go wrong with it if you don't know what you're doing. That being said, you know what I mean? But then again,
Yeah,
like for a person who's done it before, who knows all about it, yeah, it's easy peasy. You know what I mean? It, but like I said, I'm just going on based on several different people's opinion about it. And now that being said, I'm not saying that like don't do it. It's a bad thing. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying is just be careful.
so I buy the sand that I get. I actually have another bag that you use to uh, like a lot of saltwater people use that sand. Oh man, I was gonna write it down and I totally forgot. Uh, Anyways, you can just dump it right in. You don't have to wash it out. It's ready to go. And I bought a bag of it accidentally, not thinking what I was getting. I was gonna try it, but I just I just didn't pull the punch. But I get the sand from Petco. I have a big bag of it. It's the white that I got another quarry tank that I want to cap off because they like going through sand. Ray
Mhm.
Aquatic brings up a good one also. Is a cheap one is pool filter sand. A lot of people do that, and I also think, man, I want to say it was Mary Page. She tried the black sandblasting sand. I think it's called black diamond sandblasting sand. My
Yeah.
I was a
You
little
know,
worried about that.
huh?
I said I was a little worried about that because I was worried like sharp edges. Because when I think about sandblasting, because I used to do it, I thought it was stuff that was kind of like a crystal as opposed to something like a grain that didn't have sharp edges. But I guess the more I think about it, whenever I used to do that, uh, it never cut me up. So it was more of a bead of sand. So I'm gonna think that that black sand would probably be good for her.
Yeah, I don't have no idea about it. You know, I mean, I've heard a lot about it, and I thought about trying it one time. You know, but I don't know. I'm just because I'm into the planet tank type thing. You know, it just try to go more to the man-made type for plants because seems
Yeah,
but somebody in here, I think it was Sean said that he uses the no, okay, never mind. He said that I want to try the stratum by Fluval,
yeah.
and Priscilla said that that stuff is really good stuff too with plants.
I'm just wondering how much it would cost to bag, especially if you're going to get into doing a big tank. You know what I mean? But I noticed like whenever I capped that stone off, that them plants were doing pretty well, and it seemed at the beginning I had I had a lot of whenever the cories would swim around, since they're bottom dwellers, they kick stuff up. The and it doesn't seem like it does it so much right now. So that would be a way to go if you want to get started. If I think it's a cheap way, because once you start getting all the bio stuff down in the stand under the stones, it holds it there for them, and they just keep feeding off, especially for like your rooted plants and stuff.
Hmm.
Priscilla said the
I
stratum is.
don't know. I can't hardly hear, man. It's like it's cutting in and out. I don't know what's going on.
Is it like that for anybody else?
Stratum will buffer though. Priscilla said stratum will buffer, but good for caridina and saltwater fish like a pisto. Yeah, pride more than fish. Hello. Um,
Patty
I don't
says
know if it's me or you, but it just keeps on cutting out.
they're saying that it's fine. Uh, is it still cutting in and out for you?
Yeah. Like right now, your screen is like froze up, and like it almost sounds like you're in a bad spot. But then again, if anyone in the chat could let us know if you can hear us good or not.
Amy and them says it sounds good.
Okay. Well, I guess it's me then going on.
Oh, what's up? What's up, Griff? He'll probably come back in, probably reset. We're just talking a little bit about substrate tonight. But what's everybody else use that's in here? Is that better?
Uh, just a little bit, yeah.
But yeah, I
having
thought
some technical difficulties.
could be.
Hey, Griffin.
Bob says Griffin's still looking for the ladies' bathroom.
I'm going to leave that one alone.
Yeah, it ain't after 10 o'clock, so I ain't gonna get into all that.
Yeah, yeah. I think that we'll just save that one for history.
Yeah, I'll be up there.
I'm going to probably try to make it. I mean, I'm not tired right now, but like if I just stay real busy and like start cleaning something or whatever, then I know I'll make it. But if I just sit down and watch TV, it ain't going to happen.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I hear you.
um, like, have you had any experience with the um? I can't think of the name of it, but it's like a type of capsule that you put in the substrate that like helps give your plants like nutrients.
Oh, you're talking about the root tabs?
Yeah, root tabs. I don't know why I couldn't think of it. Just having
No,
a
I haven't
brain fart, I
tried
guess.
that. I've been wanting to, but hi Rico Stan, thanks for coming, bud. I want to try it just to see what it does because I got plants in this 55 that would love that. So I need to get some. I also want to try to get some of that uh eat the easy green because I've
Hmm.
tried the flourish stuff and it just doesn't seem to do well for me.
I thought about trying some of that easy green myself, but I've just stuck with stuff that I can go pick up myself. But maybe one of these days I'll try. I've actually heard a bunch about it. That everybody seems to like it. So I mean, I guess it's one of them that you just got to try it to find out. But I'm sure it depends on like where you're at, with your water or whatever, and the kind of plants you have. But I definitely would love to try it one day.
Yeah, I want to try. I want to get some of them root tabs and try that because I got a lot of my plants are rooted. Um, I got some stem plants coming to see how that works for like cover for some of the stuff that I have.
Bob Kaler said sand gravel mix. Hey Rico Stan, nice to see you in here, buddy. The Zen Ginger. Hello, how you doing? Amy said I have both root tabs, easy green. Love them both. Okay. Well, I guess it's worth a shot then.
Yeah, I don't think it would it wouldn't hurt it, but I do know the thing that you have to do when you put them in is you have to put it down by the roots, obviously. Hello, Kenny.
Yeah. Is Kenny in here?
Yeah.
Yeah, there he is. Kenny E, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, I seen I believe it was Rico Stan's video today. He was talking about um his CPD project that he was going to breed them. So he's working on that. And Bob Kaler got his I forgot. I think they're called like a dragon puffer. I want to say moved over
Yeah.
to a 40 gallon. And I think I watched the first of it, but the second part I didn't get to because it popped up as soon as we started to go live.
Oh
So I'll
yeah,
definitely watch it afterwards. Hey Brian, how's it going, buddy?
I definitely got some catching up to do myself. It's good to hear that his puffer's doing way better.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm curious to see if they're going to um breed for him because I know the first part of the video he put him in there, and then I think the female went over to the male and sort of like was trying to cuddle with him from the looks of it, and then uh and then Bob said that he was going to make a part two of it and just watch them more closely to see how they react with each other. Might need to put on some of that um um
Ooh.
Marvin Gaye for him and turn the lights down low.
Keller said that
Might.
the Easy Green liquid uh, caused him to have nitrate spikes twice now.
Huh.
That's interesting.
Well, yeah, that is. Yeah, I mean, like, I, I think, I've been wanting to use it and everything, but if it causes all of that, then now I'm not so sure. I guess it's just one of them. You just got to try it and see how it does for you. I guess because of course like not everybody's setup is going to be the same or act the
Yeah.
same. But that is pretty interesting that it makes his nitrate spot.
So I don't know what this is.
Personal protocol and stuff, but that's just all
He's
things fish.
gonna have to elaborate on this.
Well, I think that he is more of a higher up as far as like a plant person because like he has some plants that I've never even seen or heard of, and I'm pretty sure that he's one of them what you call a high tech plant person.
Yeah.
So so it's probably because of the stuff he's listing there. We just ain't heard of it yet
Oh,
because I guess we're still new. Hey, Big
he
J.
says Colin makes the thrive. Okay,
Oh, okay.
I'll have to look into that, see if that is anywhere. I guess. So, how was
Well,
your visit with old the cod father there?
that was really fun. I mean, I had a good time. He came over and we got to scoop some fish out, and he actually showed me a good way of putting air in a bag without using anything. But besides, just take the bag and just take your hands real fast and
Yeah.
smash them together, and then you trap air in it, and because here I was, I I kind of made myself look like a jacko because I was like, hey, I had like a little air pump out with the hose sticking in the bag and and I was waiting for it to blow up. Bob's like, hey buddy, let me show you an easier way there. And his way was a lot better. So I mean, and after we got all that done, then we went to the store there, and I mean, it was real fun. I mean, and then we made well not we. I mean, like, he made two videos of it, and he actually come out of there with I forgot what all he got. I think he got a Centrodonus catfish, a conch or conch or whatever. It's
Con.
it's pretty good size saltwater snail and a couple of danzels and some kind of coral. but yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, it was real fun.
Yeah, I thought that
And I just
store
hope
was.
that we can do it again sometime. Huh?
I know who this is. All right, Scott. That's buddy of mine lives up the street from me. Yeah, I yes, I'm planning on redoing this tank. I got a bunch of rock for it. I just haven't found time to do it. But uh, yeah, I thought that store was pretty cool. We actually have a salt water, just salt water only, up in Altoona. I've never been there because I know if I go there, I might want to dip into the salt water, and I'm just not too sure if I want to do that or not yet because it's expensive. At least in the way I've seen,
Well,
to me it is.
yeah, you know, I was actually talking to the Cod father about that, aka Bob, on the way over there, and and he is right, about a lot of things. I mean, like salt water can be as cheap or as expensive as you wanted to make it, but I know that he has like a smaller reef tank that is like I want to say 20 long, but I've heard that like when it comes to salt water or pretty much freshwater too, that like the bigger the tank, the easier it will be to maintain it. You know what I mean? As far as keeping your salinity, as they call it, at a
Yeah.
decent, so but see, according to Bob, I mean, it just depends on how much that you want to get into it. Like some people they just put salt water and a couple of those um live rock, as you call it, in there, and that's it. And then some people gets all into it, like all the whole reef thing, and then that's where you get in the money because you got to have those specialty lights and everything. And
Oh, so with just fish, it probably wouldn't be
as bad, no.
bad. Okay.
And that being said, because see, like your local store that has saltwater fish, they should sell saltwater there. That's already pre-made. And then if you do it that way, then that's the best way to do it. Is just go there and just, I mean, see at the store that we went to at the Coral Reef, they actually sell jugs, and then they got people who just comes in, like with their own 5 gallon buckets, from Lowe's or whatever, and they just tell them, that they need just so many gallons of water. And I think that I know at the store that we went to, I think they sell it at like 25 cents a gallon for salt water. And then if you want just straight like the RO water, I can't remember. I think it's like 10 or 15 cents a gallon in that range.
Yeah.
So,
Uh,
so but yeah, I thought about doing it too, but I don't have the tank space for one right now.
yeah. Yeah. I don't have the space to set one up. Got to answer old Rico's question here.
Yes.
Yes, it has. Well, it was set up for Christmas, but the original reason of getting that is I'm into duck hunting, and we was going to put it in the room that I redone, and I eventually need to move my duck mounts out there, and we have a bunch of wooden duck decoys that would hang on that tree. That was the wife's idea, so that's what that's all about.
Huh. Sandy Doughty, hello. How you doing?
Yeah, hi Sandy, and I think there was somebody else came in. I might have missed. Well, if I missed you, hi anyways.
Bob said, wait a minute. I don't want to miss somebody's question here. Don't want to overlook, but uh, Priscilla and All Things Fish has got. They're talking about a certain thing. I can't even pronounce the word.
Aqua
It's like
Vitra.
it's yeah, Aquavitro. Aquavitro. Did I say it right, everybody? Probably not. But okay, I'm just gonna wing it. It's good to highly concentrated, so get more bang for your buck. Well, I don't even know what the crap is, but that shows you how new I am. So, and Priscilla said I sell 100 gallons a day. Bob said agree. Nano salt tanks are difficult. Yeah, although I mean, I would love to have a small tank, but I mean, if I'm having issues now keeping my plants looking good, I don't think I need to get in the salt water.
Gotta get gotta get that down packed first.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like to, but what he said, he said salt a nano tank is harder to keep. Yeah, he said they're difficult.
Yes.
Somebody else must have mentioned that before him. Hmm.
Yeah, because like you know it, it's like it's basically like it's I think that Priscilla and All Things Fish was talking about that in her stream about like a smaller size tank, is like a lot harder to keep with the nitrates downs and stuff than it is a bigger tank, which is the same as a saltwater basically.
Well, I mean that kind of makes sense because if you have, I don't know, me personally, it seems like the smaller tanks in freshwater, you got to change their water more. I've noticed with me because I kind of go over what they tell you is required in them. But
Look at Priscilla's putting all the words in capital. I still can't read it. I mean, like you can make it the whole page. I still couldn't read it right.
she should have put dashes in there for you.
Yes, I mean,
So
like spell it
aqua.
out. Aqua Vito, Danny DeVito, like that.
I like what Rico Stan said about it. He said it sounds like a cologne that you buy from the dollar store.
It does. It does. That's a good one, Rico Stan. I love it. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, I've had bought a couple bottles. That's because I smelt bad.
Oh my, that's too funny. You gotta love the chat.
Yeah.
The chat can just keep you going. That's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Nice about it.
Yeah. The chat has saved me a bunch of times,
It
and
definitely
I
helps
still
you out
end up
with
looking like a jack A. Huh?
the I said it helped us out the first stream.
Yeah.
We'll get it figured out. That's for sure.
All
Or,
Things Fish said Priscilla and K only dose my display type tanks. I just keep junk plants and other tanks really. Well, I would say from the times I've heard him talk about his plants and the names that sound like he's talking in Chinese to me,
oh yeah,
that like his junk plants would probably be a high dollar plant to me, I would say.
yeah. He sent me a picture uh, on Facebook Messenger of what it looks like now. His wife sent it to him, and it is nuts. It's like a freaking jungle. He ain't lying. But yeah, it's like another language to me too. Whenever a lot of people start talking that stuff, but you learn it as you go.
Yeah. Hang on one second. My dog's crying at the door. I gotta let him in. Come on.
Hmm. I might just do my research, and who knows, I might get into it. But it just, oh, them fish are so expensive. That's what scares me.
Yeah, Priscilla. Yep, he does sound fancy. That is for sure. Oh,
Oh,
and all things fish. I forgot uh, to tell you. Thank you very much for your service. I really do appreciate it very much. Thank you.
calls them fancy pants.
Fancy pants, fancy pants with fancy plants.
Yeah, when
he really does remind me of a goose off of a Top Gun.
yeah, he does, doesn't
Now,
he?
please don't take that. Please don't take that offensive whatsoever. You know, but that hairstyle and that mustache. Yeah, I mean, because like every time I see him, I'm like,
Oh, remember when he put them glasses on?
huh?
I said, do you remember when he put them glasses on?
Oh yes. I forgot whose string that was. I want to say it was one of Anthony's strings, but I could be wrong.
Oh, we lost him. He having a little technical difficulty. That's funny. You need to quit hitting the wrong button.
I didn't. I didn't even touch my phone. It just popped up. It said something went wrong. It's probably my as a Rico Stan says, it's my dollar store phone I got.
So,
Oh, I
hey,
mean, this phone when
hey,
I got it was a pretty good one. But it's like anything else after you buy it, you know, where they come out with the latest and the greatest, then it's like a old school 1999 or 2000 model one of those phones, you know, that you hang up, you know, that's like real big or something that you hang up to your ear, and then you don't know
oh
if you're
yeah,
going to get like uh, brain cancer or something.
yeah. My parents had one of them after the box phone. Yes, his Top Gun glasses. Yeah, them Top Gun glasses
It
were.
keeps kicking me out.
But he said Priscilla made him break them glasses out the other day, and somebody streamed, and he said this.
2 weeks in a while, hopefully take care of
Yeah. Oh,
it. Officer Fish, Rico's there.
that's too funny. Oh, I love it when everybody jokes with each other. I get a good laugh. Wow, that's pretty cheap. But then he said the conch was $25. Oh my.
You know that's weird because they had two different prices up there. Like I could have swore I seen one price that was like $20, and then they had another one that was 25. I guess the type of one, I don't know.
Well, they also had the oh man, them urchins that were sticking on the side of the glass. I think those were the $20 ones.
Oh, you talking about those sea urchins?
Yeah, them little ones that were real small. They kind of looked like a
Yeah.
bowl, like a pincushion, sort of.
You know what shocked me was is they had two things there that I'd be almost tempted to buy. One of them, they had some baby um, horseshoe crabs,
Yeah, those were
which
cool.
which somebody would have to have a big tank for one of them. Well, no, they actually had three things there, and they also had a baby little. They had a baby one of, I want to say, a peacock shrimp. That's the one same one as like Priscilla has, like the one that she said that she might get punched by. But they
Oh,
had one of them in there that this thing was only like that big. I mean, it was a little bitty old thing.
yeah,
And
that's called a mantis shrimp.
yeah, well, see, I guess they just got it in or something because like I think Bob was going to buy it, but see, though, like when he asked about how much it was, they couldn't tell him, because I guess they just got it in and like the store manager didn't put a price on it yet or something. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that that Bob would have got it though if he could have, because he was talking about taking it home. But I think the store manager wasn't there at the time or something.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, there's so many like colorful fish with them that I find it amazing. Like, it's just unreal. But you really got to know your stuff with them. What you can keep with what, though.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, that thing might be cute now, but it won't be cute when it gets as big as the one that Priscilla has, because apparently, you know, from the sounds of the way she talked about it in her stream, that like she dreads having to clean that mantis shrimp's tank,
Yeah, it'll punch you.
and 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 I don't know how I would feel about that if I had one. I'd be trying to punch him back. Come here, I'll get you.
Yeah,
I'm Mike Tyson him. I'll bite his ear off.
I feel like Geek Boy. Thanks for showing up. Yeah, that's. If I've watched the video, I think it was Joey Slam had one, and she says she has pretty high pain tolerance, so she should be fine. But it was actually hitting something. You could hear it, like it was nuts. They weren't adding sound effects to it or not, but Priscilla could, say whether or not this is true or not. But that would be something interesting.
Oh yeah,
Bob scored one when he bought the live raw.
his needle archer was free. Came with a huge lot. Nice. Well, that's very nice to get free things. I mean, be honest with you, when I was there, I, I I picked up this. It's a huge net, and I was going to get two shrimp, but my buddy he actually only charged me on the net, and that was it. What a shrimp I got was free. I only got two of them, but here I'll show you this net, and I think I got a killer deal on it.
Holy Jesus!
Yes, and this net only cost me, I think it was $10 and like 16 cents or something. I mean, but like, you can see how big it is.
What the heck you
Heck
going to
no,
do?
we won't go. Heck no, we won't go.
I'm thinking protester sign thing.
Yeah, we want fish.
But Mike says that I got to watch the short. I didn't see it yet. That whenever you can hear it whenever she's feeding its clams.
Oh yeah, yeah, I seen that. I mean, like she had the clam in her tongs, and it was sitting there just punching it, and I was like, daggone, man.
You can hear that clicking noise when it does it. It's just
I,
John,
you know,
John McKenzie says that's your butterfly net.
yeah. Furloughs Aquatics, John McKenzie. Hello. I see y'all in here.
Thanks
Yeah, I
for
mean, I think it's hilarious. Like, sometimes, when we're all hanging out on the streams, whatever, and she comes up there and like she will do like, you know, well, she'll have the camera on her and she takes like little tongs and she takes like the shells and she puts it in his cave and it'll get mad and push them out, whatever. I think that's pretty funny. I would sit there all day and just aggravate the crap out of them.
I'm just going to say hi because I know I'm going to chalk that name up. I'm going to call him VT. Or,
Vanosky Tanks. Hello.
yeah, Vanosky. Okay, Vanosky. Yeah,
I'm kind of amazed I even said it right. If I did.
I think you did. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man, you ought to. Some of the names I come across at work. Oh, my. Oh, hi, Pam. Thanks for
Punchy
showing
Pam
up.
said, I think I need a punchy shrimp.
We'll get the mantis shrimp.
Yeah, Pam. Pam at Punchy Paints. I think I need a punchy shrimp. Yes. If you get one, you got to know. There
That,
you go.
that would be her mascot for her channel.
Yes. Yes, it would. And because of those shrimp, because of them having, like all those nice colors in them, and like that would go good with her paintings because they got all those nice different colors. Then yeah, there you go.
That's what them two. That should be their next painting. Both of them should paint one of them. I think that would be awesome. That would probably take a lot because there's a lot of detail in those mantis shrimps, especially a full grown one.
Yes, I would love to see Pam and Priscilla do like a painting or a picture like that. Okay, Priscilla, go ahead. I'm
That's
interested to see what this is going to be.
this
Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. I'm just thankful that Patty is not in here with her right now.
he was in here.
Yeah, well, what happened to her anyway? But because like now Patty and her was in here together. Yeah, it'd be bad. I think we got mantis shrimp in our box of live rock last week. Awesome.
There was her question. Oh, here we go. There she is. So Priscilla said, "Oh, never mind. Too much information." And now Patty's. See, you got
TMI
her
last
stirred
night.
up. Listen, she was lying. She was lying low. You got her stirred up.
Priscilla. Well, come on out with it. Oh no, don't do it now. But Patty's here now. No, don't do it, Priscilla. Oh boy. I mean, Priscilla and Patty team up. It's going to be a crazy stream.
They're like
Oh
two.
God.
They're
Here we
like
go.
two in the pod, man. It's funny.
Yes.
Oh man, that's too funny. We got about 10 minutes left in the stream, and let's see here. I do believe Susie Q is next, and Bob should. I think I'm gonna mess this up. And Bob should be at 8.
Yes, if I do think so, I think that Bob is having Row on at Rose
Yeah,
Aquatics, I
yeah,
think tonight.
at 8. And
So please, everybody, go over there and watch it. If I'm sure everybody knows about it, but if you don't, head on over there 8 o'clock to go see Bob and Ro.
Oh, Peplin said Susie Q ain't going today, so we got a little bit over. Won't feel so bad.
Yeah, I'm fine. I ain't got nothing else to do. Sit here
Right.
and pet my dog.
Yeah, probably back there
I
chewing something.
I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said pet my dog. Patty's in here and Priscilla. Oh no.
I think Patty's gonna be nice to you. There you, of course. Then you got
Yeah,
Top Gun in here.
yeah. Goose, aka all things fish. That's his new nickname, if you don't mind me calling him that.
And here we go.
Did he just say pet his dog? That'll be later on in the late night streams. You know where the streams when all the kids are asleep.
Yeah, I have to wait till. Very, oh Jesus!
And let the games begin.
Oh, what's up, Greg the Guppy guy? Thanks for showing up, bud.
Nice to see you in here, buddy. Yes, it's game on now. Yes, unfortunately, it is. Kind of like being in the hot spot all over again at
Yeah.
Fishy Biz Aquatics.
What was
You scratching behind the ears? Yeah, yeah, I do. Yeah, and then you ought to see his leg kick.
who? Oh man, what was the live stream? Live stream. She was the guest in that, and she was at work.
I believe that was. I can't remember if it was Bob's or Rico Stands. But I'm thinking that she was on
Rico.
Rico Stand. Yeah.
Rico. Oh,
Hmm.
that was funny. She couldn't say nothing. We was getting her.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had to stir the pot a little bit. I couldn't help myself.
Just crank it. He makes that leg twist. Oh goodness.
So you're wanting to switch to
God.
yeah. You, do you have any idea what nano fish you're thinking about going, or do you want to save that for a video?
Well, um, I got a couple ideas, like I definitely would like to get maybe like 8 or 10 cardinal tetras in this tank right here behind me. And I already have about, I want to say 13 or 14 of the dwarf neon rainbows in there with the praycocks, and I got 5 corridors in there. But I'm I, I'm wanting to add some Remy Nose tetras, but they can be a little pricey, so I'm going to have to see about maybe trying to find them somewhere at a good, decent deal if I buy so many of them. And you know, but I'm it's going to be a sort of just add as you go type thing, because Cardinals and the Remy Nose are not cheap, especially at almost $5 a piece after taxes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not something that I can just do. Like, but I will get there eventually. But the thing of it is I'm thinking that if I put about maybe 15 rummy nose, it's going to be between 12 or 15 rummy nose and probably about 8 or 10 cardinals, and that should get most of it, and maybe add a couple more corridors for like the bottom,
So what size tank is that?
because that is a 40 breeder. And I do have a pretty good amount of plants in there, but I definitely want to add like um double what I have in there. But see, here's my dilemma. When I set that tank up, I had a different thought in my head about the substrate, because I thought that the substrate that I put in there was going to be darker than what it turned out to be. And now that's the main tank that I want to switch over to the Eco Complete, and I got two little shrimp tanks that I want to switch. That I want to put Eco Complete in there. Now that being said, because of Eco Complete being around $25 a bag, if not more, depending on where you go to, um, I'm looking at about maybe 4 bags, maybe 5 in the 40,
Yeah,
because I kind of like having at least a 2.5 inch depth, on my tank at least, and then sometimes I like to um, have it to where it's not as deep at the front of the tank, and so I can give it that more like
yeah,
a hilly like in the back,
yeah,
and but yeah, that's my plan, but I'm not going to be able to add a whole lot until it starts warming up, but it'll get there. It's just going to be go to the pet store one weekend, get this, and then go back next weekend and get that type deal.
yeah. So when you said about wanting to change the substrate over, so something I did so I didn't lose the, and I'm sure if I mess this up, Priscilla, correct me if I'm wrong, is I had the 20 gallon that has them long fin claudiotus in it. They were in, it was black sand before they got in there. I had other fish in there, and what I did was I took out some and then put the new in, so that the cycle stays in. And I had fish in there whenever I did it, and for me everything worked out. And
Hmm.
it's weird because it actually seemed like the plants did better when I did that. I put the gravel in. I don't know. I don't know what it was, just weird. But you could do that. You could like buy a bag and just start taking some out and putting some in slowly if you don't want to buy all that soil at once, because that's what, is that like $10 a bag or something?
Well, the kind that I'm looking at, I think that the only store that I found that has it is in Knoxville. And yes, I can probably buy it on Amazon. That's probably what I'm gonna probably end up doing anyway, just make it cheaper on me. But see though, like as far as getting it, right then, there's only one store that has it, and it's been about maybe 5 months since I've been there, but I think they had it for about $25 a bag, maybe a couple dollars more. I mean, it ain't really cheap, but especially with everything going on, price of everything's went up. So
Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, it did. Mike, I was talking about I had that black sand in there, and it wasn't a good choice for the fish that was in there. It made them not show their colors. It made them seem dark. So I took that black sand, just like whatever you get from Petco. Uh, the Was it like imagination stuff or whatever? But that's what it was.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Um, all things Fish was talking about is a substrate, but I think that I mean I, I don't think I've heard of the substrate that he's listing there.
eco
He said
complete.
eco plant ain't bad, but he said something else after that. It's called like MVP Pro or something like that. It's let me yeah, that's it. No,
Oh, you said
what it? Oh, there it is. He said if you aren't set on a real dark collaboration, check out the Turfus Pro MVP.
yeah. I never heard
That
that.
just sounds expensive. I don't know. I'll
Well,
check it out. But
yeah,
like I definitely want to go with like a darker substrate because like I said, this substrate behind me, it's just like your regular aquarium gravel, and I thought it was
mhm,
gonna be darker when it got wet, but it just seems like that like most of the fish I put in there, if they're not like a real dark color fish, that their colors just like fade out. Like for example, these Pracox rainbows, when I had them in my other tank with that black sand, they look way better in there than they did on this substrate. But granted, I put them in there yesterday and they might be washed out. But it seems like that. Like when I cut the lights out, that the colors pop more than with the
yeah,
lights on. And it could be just my light. I don't know, but I got to change something up. Definitely. I mean, it was one of them. I just got in a hurry, because I just wanted to get it going and just I basically just went cheaper. And be honest with you, in the long run,
yeah. That
the
I
the
mean,
hobby is one of them. You just got to take your time.
yeah, definitely is. But this is what uh, all things fish was talking about that Turf is Pro MVP.
Clay used for baseball and field. Stupid cheap. Ozone lost nutrients. Yeah, I definitely need to look into that. I mean, see, is that stuff, man? Is it sort of like a well? I know he said it's like a clay or whatever, but I hope it's as dark as like a clay base, and it's not like a light brown.
Well, you ever watch if you ever watch baseball, it's the same stuff they use on the infield where they run. You know
Uh
what I
huh.
mean? Where the white lines when it gets wet, it kind of darkens up.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, I definitely have to look at that.
But you can get in different colors. So
But
you're
but
more
but I mean,
to light brown type.
but is that something that you got to like wash out a lot, I mean, or just put it in there? And I mean, but well, I don't have a problem washing if I have to, but my issue is that something that if you put it in there that you're gonna have to like change change like half the water and like have the nitrates down, or does it make your nitrate spikes when you put it in there at first, or what? Oh, because when I do this, I'm going to have to do it to where I can keep the fish in, and that's why I was going to go with the Eco Complete, because I saw a couple people do it with their fish still in there, and everything seemed fine. So you know,
He says it's not too dusty. He's never rinsed the substrate.
okay, well, it sounds
Do you,
good to me then.
do you have a lot of fish in there right now?
Well, I've got about roughly 14 of the rainbows and five corridoras, and I just got like one little small I want to say it's an albino bristle nose pleco. It ain't nothing that I can't get out. But I just don't want to have to deal with like put it in there and then you got nitrate spike. Because I just say that is because I know that like some of the ADA and like the more higher end soils, that they tell you, that you got to like do like a 50% water change and all that other stuff. Yeah, because I'm just trying to go the less pain in the butt way to do it to where that the outcome is about the same as what I'm looking for, which is something that is good for plants and a tad bit darker. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because that's more of like a. It's not black. It's like a charcoal color. What you're wanting to get.
Yeah, and but it's just basically I'm just looking for something that is sort of like a plant substrate and something that I don't have to you know jump on one foot, pat my head, and try to rub my belly at the same time type deal.
Yeah,
I mean, which in fish keeping, it's never that easy. You don't seem like, but
that's what he said about the ADA you were mentioning.
but it's a lot of ammonia, something like won't release ammonia. Okay, great. Yep, I'll definitely try that then. It's just basically by him saying that is, that's something that I can put it in and put my fish back in the same day type deal. Which and then I like that ideal. All things fish, buddy. I appreciate it, Goose. Thank you. I'm just playing. But seriously though, I greatly do appreciate it.
I'll if he doesn't mind, I'll message you his full name, or unless you already have him on Facebook. That would be a good person to talk to. Obviously, Priscilla.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't think I do have him on Facebook, but then again, I don't know because I mean, like, it just seems like that ever since that me and Priscilla's been friends on Facebook, that I just had everybody just start flocking in. I
yeah,
was like, whoa, hey, I had you, I've seen you before, I'll add you. I mean,
yeah,
no,
that too.
so like. So apparently, like it doesn't matter where she goes, everybody else does too. Since that tells me that that she knows her stuff.
Yeah, she definitely does. But he runs the Get Guild's Facebook website also.
Oh, okay, that's
I'll
awesome.
I'll send you his name, and then he said you can
All
hit him
right,
up. I'll send it to you. Very good dude.
all right. Well, I greatly appreciate it because I sure would like to. I
Oh,
sure would like to become really good friends with people like that. And that being said, I'm not saying just because to pick their brain. I mean, but to be honest with you, when I first got back into the hobby and first learned about this whole fish fam thing, I didn't realize that there were so many great people on here, that I know today. And I definitely wouldn't have never imagined, that I would know, you Skipper and people like Priscilla, of course, and all these other people. I mean, it's just, Bob Kaler, James, Ed, everybody, Patty. I mean, there's so many of them. It's hard to name them all. And of course, Amy.
yeah, it's like I would like to come down to Tennessee sometime, visit y'all. That would be something I'd definitely be looking forward to doing. Just got to set it up, make sure everybody's schedule can be,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But with this COVID thing right now, they're going. You just got to fly under the radar, I guess, if you do it. I'll have to get a Tennessee license plate and put it on there whenever I hit the state line, so they can't say, "Well, there's an out of stater. He has to quarantine." you know.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll be honest with you. If you come to where I'm at, they don't care. I mean, like for example, the I see people that actually works at Walmart, that has their mask, below their nose. They're just walking around. I mean, like, well, I guess the job. I guess to have your um what's the one what I was gonna say? Oh yeah, I guess that the job requirements here is just breathing. Apparently, I mean, and then you got people riding around with fingers hanging off the cars and stuff. So therefore, I think that should be okay. And they ain't worried about nothing here.
So Mike's going to look up a link. So after we're done, just go back through the live chat and you rewatch it, or just fast forward whatever. And old Bentley, I don't know if you ever watched him.
I do all the time.
Okay. Yeah,
Uh,
he's another good plant guy building stuff too. So there's so much knowledge out there that it's crazy. You can learn so much, try so much to see what works good for you as opposed to what worked for them.
oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Geek boy, hello, nice seeing here. Yeah, I see that link, but thing of it is because see, like when I get on StreamYard, I go back into my tabs and I actually cancel out YouTube because I know that sometimes that I would have like how like you start lagging or you start like getting like an echo because of it back and
Yeah,
forth. So since I take it out, so what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to like when we get off of here, go back into the stream and then pull it up. Then
yeah, that's what I was saying too. Just fast forward it to what
yeah.
timestamp 7-Eleven or whatever, and then that that they
Oh,
got a
okay,
lot
I
of
got
good
you.
information. A lot of good information. That guy's good. Heck, he did a crazy giveaway the other day. Speaking of that, I want to make an announcement next week. If I am at 200 subs, I'm going to do a giveaway, and it's going to be me, and it's going to be sponsored by Swiss Aquatics. So next week, if I'm at 200, I'll do a giveaway. I'm not too far, so I don't see why I couldn't be, but who knows? Just has to grow a little bit. Just starting out. Second live stream, I think it is. High Tree 77. That's something I wanted to throw
Hello,
out.
how you doing?
Keep things a little interesting until we get this stuff down packed here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I will tell you the first stream that we done. I was pretty nervous. I was like, still was bored. I was talking. I was basically talking out of my a hole. Because I got nervous, and then I got sidetracked. I was off in La La Land, and I was basically up here I was basically like Forrest Gump and like Waterboy had a kid, and that was me on the screen right there.
He called. Oh, it's funny, but yeah. No, you did good though. You did really good. I What helped me was being on other people's live streams that helped me. Thing is, you got to keep your brain going at the same time to figure out what you want to talk about. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah.
These two are Priscilla and Mike's going at it now.
Oh boy, she
And
seems to like that.
this is a good advice. Yeah, I wanted to do that today, and I got so stinking busy. I got so much going on in life, and I want to fit this in because I really enjoy talking to everybody. It's a good stress reliever. Just hanging out, talking to you, and people in the chat and stuff. It's pretty fun. I enjoy it.
Oh yeah, definitely. And Patty, that is a good tip. Thank you very much. I will sure use that. Because I ain't gonna, I ain't gonna talk about something, and just be like, okay, guys, that's the truth. That's how it is, because there's so much stuff I don't know. I mean, technically, I am new to it. Yes, I've kept fish when I was younger, but most of them died all the time. I hardly ever changed water. Now I'm getting the basics of it, and I'm getting in there. So therefore, like I'm kind of one of those people, that if I'm going to give a suggestion, I will let you know. Hey, I don't have no experience in it. I'm just telling you what helped me. You can either try it or whatever, but then again, I'm just throwing it out there. I mean,
Yeah.
now people wants to know how to kill fish. I can tell you that easily. I mean, but that's something we ain't gonna talk about though. Tennessee Fish Market can hook you up, Skipper. Yeah, Skipper. That is true. They sure can.
You have to make me a honorary member. Hey, I was born in the South, so I'm from South of Mason Dixon. All right.
Just talk to Bob there. I mean, he's the man to get you in. He
Yeah,
is the Codfather, that's for sure.
I definitely would love to come visit you guys. I like you guys. You guys are pretty cool, laid back, my type of thing. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, like, I'm sure you know what I mean. That's something that we can probably have set up. I mean, it's
Like,
like you said earlier. It's all about getting it planned up to where everybody can be all for the same day, and
yeah, I almost
just getting everything lined up.
there. Oh man, Pam knows the website, and I think Bob does too. But out west there in Wyoming, where Dan's fishes, they have a camping trip they do every year. And I was really close of doing it. I was going to pull my camper from Pennsylvania the whole way out there to do it because it seemed like a good time. But yeah, it's going to cost me a lot of money driving my 350 across my F-350 across the state.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty big truck, which means a pretty big diesel bill
Well,
if that's what it takes. But that's
luckily it's gas, but still, it's going to cost either way you look at it. But I would actually go to. I'd camp in Tennessee.
it's been so long since I've been camping. That would be fun. I mean, we can go camping and go fishing, and then like we can make a couple of videos, I guess. I don't know how good that they would be, but we can sure try it one day, maybe.
What's nice about taking the camper, I could set something up to where if I find fish that I want, I could set some tubs up,
Oh yeah.
some buckets with the air stone in it, and because my truck would keep them going.
Yep.
I don't think I want to know about that.
East Parks. No,
You
that
might
just
you might not come back from that, Mike. It might be one of them horror movies. I wouldn't do that. Make her mad. She might take you out.
yeah. I mean, she reminds me of the um, gremlin, and so to speak. Because they're short, cute, but they get vicious. I'm sorry, Priscilla. Short and cute and vicious.
There was a saying about small people. Short people. I can't remember. It was a funny one. Oh man, it's been a long time since I heard it, so I can't even think about it. Hmm.
Oh boy.
She's on Griffin tonight. She'll probably
And
cut.
everyone, oh yeah, for sure. Everyone in the chat, thank you so much for being here and hanging out with us. This does mean a lot.
Yeah, it does.
And you know, and I'm sure that
Go ahead.
and I'm sure that you know that as we have more of the streams go on, you know that we'll get things, you know, better, and you know, and it just takes time and stuff. Hey, in my defense, I said short, cute, but can get vicious.
Well, he must have he was short and cute to get vicious. Hey, at least he didn't call you thick.
I mean, kind of like in one of them things you go to, yeah, come here, it's so cute, and then you stick your finger to it, bite your finger off. Hey.
That's funny.
Oh boy.
We're gonna do like 9 more minutes, and then I got some stuff I gotta do before. If that makes you a gremlin, then I am too. That's funny, not. Thanks for showing
Hey
up.
Nadia, nice to see you in here.
That's funny. I got a couple things to do before Bob's stream, and
Oh,
take
okay, yeah.
don't feed after midnight. He said.
Scott. Oh, that's funny.
Oh man. Oh, here we go.
Priscilla Grima Griffin. Oh boy. What's going on, buddy?
That's funny. Patty, you're gonna have to watch the movie and then you'll know.
Yeah, you know, I ain't seen that movie in a long time. I mean, I'm gonna have to try to track it down again and watch it.
I think there was more than one, if I remember correctly. I can't remember.
All things Fish said, the best stories happen after midnight. Yeah, that is true. Very true. Thank you, Patty. See now, Patty's got my back. Thank you.
That's funny.
I got a feeling I'm going to get a mean message after this. Oh, now that's baloney. You know, I say nice things 24/7.
Oh Jesus, Griff, you're asking for trouble. That
Oh
included.
boy.
Yeah, I could use one of them right now. When I retire, I will have one of those. We'll have a motorhome.
Oh yes. You know, it'd be nice to have one of them so that you know you can just take off, you know, for like a whole year, or just better yet, you know, just like when you get to the point that you can retire, just start traveling around. The only bad thing is that you can't put a fish tank in there because if you hit a speed bump, you ain't gonna have no water left.
Oh, you'd be surprised what you could probably do. I'd figure something out.
Patty
Thank
said Tennessee got that
Audrey
game.
Flores for showing up. Thank you.
Audrey, hello. Nice to see you in here.
So I think we'll keep this time. Next week it'll only be an hour because Susie Q will probably be on. and I ain't gonna step on my fellow Pennsylvanians' feet. So,
Stay moist, hydrated. I mean, moist. That is the word of the day. Well, it's actually the word of the every day.
yeah,
Bob Kaler is popping popcorn.
he's ready for the show.
Oh yeah,
All right,
moist.
I'm I'm gonna go ahead and cut the stream. I want to thank everybody for coming out, taking time out of your day to watch our live stream. Uh, hopefully, I'll see you all next week. So you all have a good evening, good Sunday evening, and stay safe.
Yes, thank you guys for being here, and Skipper, as always, I appreciate you having me on here, buddy. And I hope everyone has a great night.
Yep, no problem. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye. See y'all on somebody else's stream.
All right.